So, I have here my Western Massasauga Rattlesnake. Figured I'd do a short video on just explaining how it is to have a rattlesnake or a venomous snake in general, I suppose. This is my first and only venomous I have. Certainly no expert on handling venomous, so hope nobody treats this video as a how-to. I'm sure I make mistakes I don't even realize. But I figured just go over a few facts about him and get him out, show you how he is. He's pretty well behaved for a rattlesnake, I'd say. Done a lot of working with him, got him to the point where he's not real striky. When I first got him, all I had to do was walk in the room and he'd be rattling at me. But it's gotten better since. Western Massasauga Rattlesnake is a pygmy species. Males max out at about 24 inches, females around 30 inches or so, largest I think 36 inches at the most. Found in the plains of southwestern United States. And even being a smaller species, their venom toxicity is higher than most larger rattlesnakes, but because they're such a small snake, they really don't have a large output of venom. And with any venomous species, if they're doing a defensive strike just to bite the deter intruders or whatever, they really don't put as much venom into the bite as they were if, say, they were trying to kill a mouse or a prey item. Because venom it's expensive to the snake in a way. It takes a lot of time for them to develop and produce that venom. These guys, also because they're a smaller snake, they have very, very small fangs, like almost not even quarter-inch at full grown. So because of that, one nice thing about the species is generally they can't get through like thick leather, like boots. If you have real heavy pants on, they usually can't get through that. But they put out a hemotoxin, and the bite can be fatal. But generally, I think there's only like 2 recorded deaths from these guys. As long as you get to a hospital and get the antivenom within a day or so, you'll be alright. Yeah. So yeah, I'll see if I can get him out for you. He seems to be in a decent mood today. Hasn't been rattling at me yet. He's just sitting in the hide over here watching me, wondering what the hell I'm doing. So I'll cut to the part where I have everything ready to go, and I'll show you how I get him out and show you how he is. Alright, so first things first, I always make sure I have cold tools handy, just in case anything gets too out of hand. One of my favorite tools that I have, it's come in handy quite a few times, is this thing. Looks kind of cruel, but when it comes down to it, it really helps out. If you can normally use this if it gets a little too flighty, maybe a little closer than I'd like, or something like that, or he's being really particularly striky one day, and I just can't. He won't stay on the hook to get him back in his cage. Sometimes I have to use this. I don't like using it too much, but it does come very handy. So I always keep that close by. I also have a big snake hook for overkill. This I more or less just use if I have to push him around or pull him around. That's what I use this one for usually. Because obviously, he's not nearly big enough to use something like this on, really. But so he's down in his hide right there at the moment. Let's see if I can pull him out of there. So one thing I never do, no matter what, I don't service the cage, anything in his enclosure, while he's in there. 2, no matter what, don't ever put your hand directly on top of the screen. It's just kind of chances are he couldn't bite you through the screen, but it only takes one time for something to happen, something stupid like that, and there you go. So, flip off. And I use this smaller snake hook. very unprofessional piece of crap one, but it works. So I always take the lid off just like this. I usually put it right about there. Now, I always try and be smooth and gentle with him. Don't want to freak him out too much. Come on, buddy. Seems a little antsy today. See how this goes. Oh, there. Yeah, it's not in the best of moods today. And they do go through their moods. Some days they just aren't happy about something or another. Like that. I know, you ain't happy. Oh, I gotta make a video quick. Alright. Yeah, one nice thing about these guys is they are smaller, they have very short strike range, obviously. So, I mean, a little easier to work with. Just why this was my first, because these guys are much easier to work with than, say, a Western Diamondback or a Prairie Rattler or something that's going to get pretty big. So, there he is. You can see he's not too terrible. I mean, he's not coming out, he's not striking, he's just a little agitated. Alright, he's a pretty good, easily managed snake. And yeah, I got this guy springtime, so 6 months ago, 7 months ago. When I asked the people at the expo, you know, what would be a good beginner venomous snake, and they were saying these guys, because they don't get very large, are usually pretty chilled out, and they're just a pretty decent small snake. They're easy to take care of. I said they come from out west, so I mean, or southwest, so they really don't need too much humidity requirements. Never had a bad shed from this guy. Eats every time. But yeah, I picked this guy. I think he cost me $80. Yeah, it's just been an awesome little snake to work with. It's definitely a good kind of practice snake to get you into the right habits when you're dealing with venomous snakes. Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty calm with me. When new people come into this room, he knows right away if he doesn't know them. He gets very, very pissy. Yeah. And very easy to manage. Got him very used to the hook for the most part, as you can see. Still a little shy about it, but I think he's more scared of the hook than he is of me most of the time, which isn't a very good thing, as you can see right now. He likes to try and get close to me, which I don't particularly like. Say, buddy, come on. I know you're just curious, but I don't trust you that much. That's the thing about venomous snakes. You can work with them all you want. You can think you know the snake, but when it comes down to it, you can never fully trust them, especially rattlesnakes. To me, I just think they're always watchful and they're always on edge, is what I would say. So, I mean, he's slithering around, if I let him, he would probably slither right between my legs. But I don't know if I make one wrong move and he doesn't like it, that he swings around and strikes me, because these guys can swing around very quickly and without too much warning if you really freak them out. Right now I have him in this small enclosure. It's not even a 10 gallon, it's 7.5 maybe. 5 gallon maybe. I'm going to move him to probably eventually like a 15 lawn or something. A little better for him. Really doesn't need a whole lot of space right now. He doesn't do a whole lot. Especially right now, the days are short. We're in winter time, so he's really not quite as active as he normally is. So springtime, I'm probably going to put him in something a little larger. Maybe deeper substrate for better den for him. But yeah. One thing I can say is it's always moved calmly and smoothly, and you really don't have issues with them. Yeah, now that's the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like. It helps me out a bunch. This is the second video, just trying to get a channel going. I'd like to do some more videos on the rest of my collection. I also have a lot of tarantulas and inverts. Comment what you guys think about what kind of videos you'd like to see, or what you liked about this video, what you didn't like. I'm sure I made some mistakes, but just trying to get into the swing of it.